I'm gonna show you how to make my favorite spaghetti meat sauce. This is freezer friendly, great for meal prep. The kids love it. I take it camping, I take it to the cabin. It is such a go-to and it's so easy. And I'm craving some spaghetti and meat sauce, so let's get started. We'll start with some quick prep. Finally chop up 1 medium yellow onion. Oh, nope, there it goes. Hold on, it's rolling. That did not work.
All bruised.
Oh, aw. If you didn't know, this is the easiest way to chop an onion. Start by cutting it in half, peel back the top layer, cut off the stem end, and leave the root end intact. Slice horizontally with the grain of the onion, then turn it and cut the other way. The onion tears. I want my mom. It's not that bad. Keeping the root end intact helps hold together the onion so it doesn't fall apart while you're chopping it. Garlic. Next, mince up 4 large cloves of garlic. The easiest way to do this is to chop off one end, smash it with the side of your knife, and those skins will slide right off, then finally mince up that garlic. Now that all of our prep is done, it's time to hit the stove. I'm using an 80-20 ground beef, but you can also use a combination of beef and Italian sausage. Add oil to a large pot over medium-high heat. Add your ground beef and break it up with a spatula. Season your beef with salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. Continue to cook that for another 5 minutes, breaking it up with your spatula. You want the beef to be fully cooked through. Then add your chopped onion. Sauté that for another 5 minutes, stirring occasionally until your onion is softened. Then add your garlic and stir for another 30 seconds. Now squeeze in a tablespoon of tomato paste. Stir that in for another minute to develop the flavor and coat everything. Stir in your dried oregano and basil, then pour in your crushed tomatoes and tomato sauce. Here's my trick for the best tasting sauce. Add just a little bit of sugar. It helps to balance the acidity. Now bring that to a uniform boil while stirring. You want to make sure it's boiling evenly, then reduce the heat to a simmer, cover and let that simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes, stirring occasionally to make sure it doesn't scorch to the bottom. About 15 minutes before the sauce is done cooking, I'm gonna start my pasta, so I will boil that in some generously salted water according to the package instructions, or until the noodles are al dente, which means firm to the bite. If you plan it right, the noodles and the sauce will be done at the same time. When the sauce is done simmering and has thickened up nicely, you can season it to taste. I usually add another ½ teaspoon of salt. Our sauce is ready, our noodles are cooked, and it's time to serve. Our meat sauce is ready, and we've timed it so that our pasta is ready at the same time. It's time to put this together and enjoy it, and I cannot wait because my kitchen smells like an Italiano kitchen. It just smells so good. Ooh, still hot and steamy. That's how I like it. Okay, and the beauty of this is you can let it sit at like a very low simmer to keep it hot for a while. So it's a little bit make ahead. It totally reheats well. Enough about that. I'm hungry. Pasta's still steaming hot. That's the best when you can time it super fresh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get some pasta. And I like to do a little like twirly whirly. We're gonna be generous with this pasta because we have a very special guest star that will come in here shortly and I'm gonna have to share. Look at this sauce. It is so hearty. I love that it's such an amazing source of protein, and you can add more beef if you want it more protein. You can also do like equal parts of ground beef and Italian sausage for a little bit different flavor profile. I've done that with lasagna and it is so good. Here we go. Heaping spoonfuls over your pasta. And I'm using spaghetti, keeping it traditional, you know, spaghetti sauce after all, but you can use different kinds of noodles, whatever you have on hand, just be generous. That's the only rule. And now we're gonna garnish. So I'm gonna have, let's have our taste tester come out here and help us with the toppings. All right.
Cheese?
Yes, we're gonna do the cheese, so go ahead and add a lot. Okay, now this one you've gotta push it down, there you go. All right, right over the meat sauce. Okay, and while she's doing that, I'm going to get a little bit of fresh basil ready. Remember, we put dried basil into the pasta, so I like to add a little bit of fresh basil for garnish on top. You can chop it, you can tear it, you can add whole leaves. Yes, go ahead, sprinkle it. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, should we add a little more cheese?
That's enough.
Okay, fine. I think she just wants to eat it. No, hold on. What else I really like to do with this meat sauce, and you can do this right into the full pot if you're gonna eat it all at once, but I like to toss it all together, so let's do that. And that way, all of the sauce and cheesy goodness coats all of the noodles, and it is just so good. If you're not gonna use all the meat sauce at once, don't toss it with the pasta until you're ready to serve. The noodles will keep much better that way. Hold on, wait for me. Let me show you how the Italianos do it.
Let me show you how I do it.
Okay, who's the boss now? Now usually, like if you're being fancy, you're gonna have a tablespoon and you wrap it around a tablespoon. It's easier, but oh shoot, now I've made a mess. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Ooh. Nice try, but what do you think? Oh my goodness, this is so yummy. Are you gonna share or what? What is happening? Okay. I'm reading the body language. I'm reading the room here. Okay, fine, you can take it. Just take it. Okay. Okay, she's backing away slowly. Well, there goes our taste test. It's always an adventure. I hope you guys totally love this recipe. It is a total family favorite. My husband loves it. My kids love it. Freezes well, keeps well. It's just one of those go-to recipes that's perfect for like busy weeknights, the busy back to school season. You guys are going to love it and it tastes amazing. Super easy. Also, if you guys love pasta recipes, you can find lots more pasta dishes in my new cookbook. I will link to this in the notes if you don't have a copy already. There are some family favorites in here like the Alfredo, and there's a creamy shrimp scampi pasta that's like, oh, it's so good.
Do it again.
Is that good? You're satisfied? The peanut gallery asked for an encore. All right, we'll see you on the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen. Let me know if you guys have any recipe requests and if you've got sauce like everywhere, girl. It's worth it, right? Okay, don't get it on your clothes. That's the danger with this dish. Okay, bye guys. So
That
cute.
was the funnest episode yet.
That was cute, honey.